Hello and welcome everyone. This is our new module, International Tourism and International Development. My name is Yasir Gulfraz, and today we'll go through learning outcome one, uh, evaluate theories of international developments. So understanding these theories is crucial for analyzing the role of tourism in the global economy, especially when it comes to improving the economic status of development countries. So we'll go through the appraise theoretical approaches to understanding international development, and then second topic will be differentiate the status of developing countries using theories of international development. So, tourism industry, can you see my screen, Thulani? Can you hear my
Yeah,
voice, see my screen?
yeah.
Any issues? No? Okay, so the tourism industry is a significant player in promoting social development and alleviating, poverty in various destinations. Although it contribute to community improvement, sustainability within the industry remains a work in progress. Achieving sustainable practices is essential, especially through better adherence to Convention number 172, which emphasize good human uh, resource standard, decent work conditions, and respect for workforce rights, social protection, and social dialogue. So, the tourism sector's fragmented global structure uh, poses a challenge to these goals. So, additionally, demographic shifted such as an aging population require business to invest in workforce development, health, and skill building to retain talent and enhance productivity. Uh, Workforce satisfaction and diversity in HST. Uh, HST, obviously, hospitality, catering, and tourism. So, satisfied employees are more likely to stay with their organizations, contributing to stability and reduced turnover. So, as the HST sector evolve, it will see an increasingly diverse workforce regarding gender, ethnicity, and age. Migrant workers in particular will be crucial in many nations, developing nations. So, responding effectively to these demographic changes involves engaging with the supportive these diverse employees to foster inclusion and adaptability in the workforce. Social partners and businesses must strategize to address these shifts, ensuring that organizational culture and policies are aligned with these evolving workforce profit. Any questions so far? No question, Tarani?
No.
Right. So the travel industry emphasize two main sectors, tourism and hospitality. Tourism encompasses activities supported by several industries, including hospitality and transportation, enabling people to explore various destinations. Within tourism, three main type of tourist activities occur in distinct locations. Domestic tourism, outbound tourism involving travel to domestic tourism, where basically people take trip within their own country. Okay. Uh, then outbound tourism involving travel to foreign countries, and then inbound, which pertain to international visitors arriving for layers. Hospitality often refers to service such as accommodation, food, and beverages, which are either provided separately or together. In tourism, three main activities, as I said, are commonly referred: inbound, outbound, and domestic tourism. So, a commonly used term represent the services of accommodations, food, and beverages, which may be provided independently or combined. In South Africa, if you say Colchester, CATHSSETA, includes uh, catering within various settings like schools, hospitals, and corporate uh, canteens, highlighting the diverse services within the hospitality industry. Tourism marketing has emerged as a distinct field over the past decades, positioning tourism as a part of the service sector within economies. So, tourism markets face unique challenges compared to other services sectors, as they compete directly for consumers, layers, time, and discretionary spending. So this unique position emphasizes the need for marketers to creatively attract potential tourists while differentiating their offering to secure a share of consumers' disposable income. Uh, the phrase goods are produced, services are performed or provided. So, in encapsulates a core difference between goods and services, according to Rathmill, 1974. Tourism services have specific characteristics. First, intangibility means that tourism experiences cannot be fully inspected or tested before purchase, creating uncertainty for consumers. Second, in separate spareability uh, highlights that tourism services are sold, created, and consumed simultaneously, linked the production and consumptions experience closely. Uh, the certification model outlines four factors shaping the consumer experience: the service escape or physical service environment, contract personnel who entrust with customers, the presence of other customers, and the organizations and systems that support the service delivery. In tourism industry, variability or heterogeneity means that each tourism services is unique. So experience for each customers can differ widely, and this is influenced by factors such as the time of service, location, and individuals' expectations. So perishability, which refers to the fact that tourism services cannot be saved, stored, resold, or returned. So once a hotel room is uh, empty for a night, or flight departs with empty seats, those opportunities are lost. So, thus, perishability underscores the importance of real time resource optimizations within the tourism industry. Any questions so far?
Yeah.
So also, tourism industry uses an extending market mix to meet the sector's unique needs, going beyond the traditional four Ps: product, price, place, and promotions, to uh, to include factors like people, process, and physical evidence. So word of mouth communication is highly impactful, as personal experience and recommendations significantly influence potential tourists. Marketing is in tourism often relies on emotional appeals in promotions to attract travelers by appealing to their desires for new experiences, relaxations, and adventures. Tourism industry involves a wide range of stakeholders who directly or indirectly influence its functioning. These include marketing service agencies that design and manage promotional strategies, and competitors who shape the market landscape and drive innovation. Suppliers such as food providers and hotel suppliers ensures the availability of essential services and goods. Consumers from the core of the industry, as the needs and preference drive demand. Additionally, financial companies and marketing intermediaries. Financial companies provide the funds and credit services essential for operations and expansions. Publics include any group with an interest or impact on the organizations. And finally, transport plays a very important and vital role, as it connects tourists to their destinations and enhance accessibility. Tourism operators within dynamic environment influenced by political, social, cultural, natural, technological, and economic factors. Uh, uh, Politically, the sectors can be affected by sanctions, regulations, the increase in airlines and regional uh, corporations, as seen South African Development Community SADC initiative. Social cultural aspects like lifestyles changes, gender roles, subcultures, and populations demographics shape tourism demands. Natural factors such as environmental health, natural disasters, and disease outbreaks significantly affect tourist destinations and operations. Technological environment includes advancement by companies and competitors, while economic conditions uh, influence tourists' spending power and travel choices. So basically, together these elements, interact, requiring tourism organizations to adopt and remain resilient. Effectively, to effectively understand and respond to its environment, the tourism industry uses various environmental analysis approaches. The irregular approach involves conducting studies only when specific issues arise that may affect the organization. These studies are generally ad hoc and address immediate challenges or opportunities. The regular approach, including periodic studies and examine key areas of interest consistently over time. Continuous approach. This involves ongoing monitoring of multiple environmental factors. This continuous monitoring supplies the organization with data that can inform strategic planning, helping organizations respond to changes more proactively and maintain a competitive edge. Any questions so far, Tulani?
No.
Okay. Right. So development theory from 1950s by Sharpley, 2009. Basically, in 1950s, development theories were, largely influenced by Western economic growth models that emphasized modernization. Uh, this period saw a focus on stages of growth, structural theories, and state interventions through regulations and protectionism to stimulate economic development. Modernization theory suggests their development could spread from growth pools, areas of concentrated economic activity, eventually benefiting surrounding regions through a trickle down effect. In 1960s and 70s, uh, however, dependency theory emerged, suggesting that under development resulted from exploitations by developed countries. This led to strategies like economic restructuring, import substitutions, and protectionism, aiming to create more resilient domestic market. 17 and 80s was a shift towards new liberalism, promoting free market practices with minimal government interventions. Uh, 80s uh, also introduced an alternative development approach. Then 19s in 90s sustainable development become a dominant paradigm, balancing global engagement with grassroots initiatives. The 2000s brought a post-development perspective that questioned universal development models, advocating for transactional movements, micro-level strategies, and policies focused on poverty reduction and state security. Modernizations and underdevelopment theory. Any idea about modernizations and underdevelopment theory? Uh, Modernization theory centers on the nation state as the primary unit of analysis. It suggests that developing societies are on the same, you know, same as Western nations, believing that they can eventually achieve similar levels of advancement by adopting Western practices, particularly those related to capitalism and industrialization. So, in this view, modernizations involves qualities like flexibility, innovations, and entrepreneurship. In contrast, underdevelopment theory critiques modernizations from a global perspectives. It argues that underdevelopment societies are underdeveloped because of Western exploitations instead of traditional hindering these societies. This theory sees them as satellites within a larger international structure of exploitations, often reflecting Western dominance in their internal structures. So, in advocates of for these societies to break free from Western capitalist influence, suggesting that they seek partnership with socialist states or adopt independent paths to development. Employment trends in tourism and hospitality. If you go through uh, these figures, between 2008 and 2008, the tourism and hospitality industry has experienced notable employment trends from 2008 to 2018. So the sector saw an increase in overall employment with significant, growth in specific areas, accommodations and food services, for example, grew by approximately 7.3%. Additionally, 838 jobs, 838,200 jobs. So this growth include various subsectors with hotels and motels seeing a 5.3% growth. So uh, uh, 5.3% increase, casino hotel expanding by 12.22%, and recreational vehicle parks camps expanding a notable over 50% or 15.61%. Sustainable enterprise development. Sustainable enterprise development focuses on creating a business that prioritize responsible practices and sustainability. Sustainable enterprise not only pursue profitability but also emphasize social responsibility, creating environments that respects workforce rights and promote equity. Migration in migration has a significant impact on the tourism sector, creating link between labor demand and the movement of workers. When managed well, labor migrant can address shortages in both high and low skills areas, bringing a diverse workforce that enhance productivity and innovation in tourism destinations. Uh, Migrant workers often contribute valuable skills and knowledge that enrich destinations, countries, and make their businesses more competitive. Tourism also benefit from the cultural diversity and new perspectives that migrant bring, enhancing the attractiveness of destination of visitors. Uh, Also, migrant gains skills and knowledge that they can share upon returning of their home countries, beneficial local industries and countries. Moreover, remittances sent back to origin countries from migrant workers can support local economies, local economy. Any questions so far, Sulani?
No.
Okay. Tourism development, big picture, the tourism economy delivering jobs and growth. Again, tourism is a major economic driver, particularly in region like I will talk about UK. Here's the figures for UK, where it significantly contribute to job creation and GDP. In 2013, in 2013, if you look at here, tourism accounted for approximately 9.6% of all jobs in the UK, totaling 3.7 million positions. Three and represented 9% of the UK's GDP, generating 126 billion. So notably, the tourism sector experienced job growth from 2010 to 12, accounting for one third of the net increase in UK jobs during that period. Inbound tourism in the UK. Inbound tourism in the UK brings significant economic value. In 2000, approximately 37.9 million international tourists visited the UK. So this is only for 1 year. So uh, contributing 22.9 billion to the economy compared to 2017, this representing a slight decline of 3% in visitor volumes and a 7% decrease in overall spending in 2017. In 2017, the UK ranked seventh in global international arrival, following countries like France, Spain, the USA, China, Italy, and Mexico. So, accounting for 2.8 of worldwide tourism arrivals. Furthermore, the UK held the fifth spot in international tourism revenue, following the USA, Spain, France, and Thailand, contributing 3.7% of global tourism income. The primary source of inbound tourists in the UK in 2018 were the USA, France, and Germany, collectively representing 29% of total visits. So, when measuring visitor expenditures, these three countries also top the list. The US, Germany, and France contribute 27% of total overseas visitors spending. London accounting for a significant portion of tourism spending, with 54% of inbound expenditures concentrated there, while other regions, including England, Scotland, and Wales, shared the remaining percentage. So, this distribution highlights the concentrated appeal of specific areas within the UK for international visits or visitors. Repeat tourism in the UK shows both in high volume of visitors and substantial financial impact. In 2015, 77% of international visitors were returning tourists who collectively spent 15 point of above 15 billion. So repeat visit, especially those on holidays, tend to stay longer and spend more per night compared to first time visitors, making repeat tourism a valuable aspect of the industry. Specifically, business travel saw a repeat rate of 92%, followed by visit to friends and family 85%, and holiday visitors 63%. Value of repeat visitors. In financial terms, repeat visitors significantly bolsters the UK tourism sectors. In 2015, out of the total 22.1 billion uh, tourism revenue, 15.1 billion was generated by repeat visitors. This high return rate highlights the financial importance of repeat tourism in the UK, where visitors made an average of 3.3 trips within a decade. So each visitor's average spends was 607 a pound in 2015, equating to a cumulative value of approximately or 2003 pound over a decade. So breaking down by purpose, holiday visitors contributed 5.6 billion, businesses visited 4.4 billion, and 4.4 billion, and visitor for family and VFR, family and friends, are relatives of 3 billions. Theory of dependencies. Uh, the dependency theory originated in the 1950s through studies by the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, with economic role Prebish as a key contributor. So, this theory asserts that for a country to develop effectively, certain structural adjustments must be made. First, countries need to regulate their currency exchange rate while focusing on fiscal policies over monetary controls. So, the government role in development should also be straightforward, promoting investment that prioritize our national interests. This model also encourages controlled inflow of foreign capital, ensuring uh, alignment with national development plans by bolstering domestic demand, wages, and salaries. The theory suggests a country can drive uh, industrialization and build a competitive workforce. Theory of modernizations focuses on the conditions after World War II that led to significant social economic changes worldwide. So, according to sociologist Alvin, so three primary factors spurred the development of this theory. First, the rise of the United States as a dominant global power, while other Western nations were economically weakened by the war, allowed the US to lead international reconstructions through initiatives like the Marshall Plan. So, this not only strengthened the US economy but also served as a model for modern development. The second factor was the spread of a uniform communist movement, particularly in Eastern Europe, China, and Korea. so driven by the Soviet Union. This ideological shifts prompted a divide between capitalist and communist states, further influencing global development approaches. So finally, the dissolution of European colonial empire in Asia, Africa, and Latin America resulted in the emergence of new independent nations seeking economic and politically stability. So these post-colonial states were in search of effective development models, which fueled interest in modernization's theory as pathway to economic and social growth. Any questions so far, Tulani?
No.
Theory of world system theory established in 1960 emerged as an explanation for the changing dynamics of global capitalism. At that time, new economic conditions allowed developing nations to attempt social economic improvements within a more flexible global financial system, unlike dependency theory, which emphasized the dependency of development nations on developed economic world system theory. So proposed by Emmanuel Wallstein and his colleagues, examines how capitalism operates on a global scale. A prominent aspect of this theory is the economic success of East Asia, Asian countries, including Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Singapore, which achieved substantial growth rates during this period. So these countries demonstrated that economic prosperity was possible without the exploitative aspects traditionally associated with imperialism. Wallstein's theories further explore how various countries operates within a single world economy, which each playing roles that shifts according to global capitalist demands. A theory of globalizations emphasize the interconnection of the modern world, particularly through economic integration. So this perspectives through similar to the world system theory in its economic focus adds the significant role of cultural exchange in shaping global relationship. Globalization scholars argue that cultural interactions across borders are now as important as economic and political connections in driving development. Uh, One notable factor within globalization in the role of technology uh, in facilitating global communications. Unlike past theories, which centered uh, on material aspects, globalization's theory acknowledges that cultural factors, including technology, language, and media, serves as the powerful tools for connecting societies. So this cultural dimension is seen as a key elements in understanding how modern nations relates to each other, highlighting the how technology supports both economic integrations and cultural exchange across the globe. That's it for today, Thulani. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. Any questions, concerns, issues, anything regarding today's session?
No.
Okay, so thank you very much, Tulani. I'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I don't know time. I think so. Time is going to be changed tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Just check with it, okay?
Okay.
I think so. It's after tonight, 12 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
So watches are, you know that watches are going back 1 hour. Is in France as well, or?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, thanks, Tulani. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow 12 o'clock, okay?
Thank you. Have a
Bye,
good day.
bye,
Bye.
bye, 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 bye.